Ain't bothering anybody. And he would always say, you're screaming. And he would dot me just because he doesn't like me. And if I left and went to another room, then other people would come and I would see them come in whatever room I'm in. Because they like hanging out and they like having a good time. They like laughing. They like having a party. Whatever. Not that fucking dickhead. I'm conservative, but I'm not a right-wing fucking Rush Limbaugh fucking, nut like he is. He's a crazy motherfucker. Oh, there she is. There's Pinky Poo.
Honestly, I don't think you can hear me. Everybody say you can't hear me. Jimmy, it's lovely to see you. And you know what? Your crickets are so romantic. They're just absolutely... Oh, goodness, I feel like I'm sitting on a porch with you. Fanning myself with a rose and listening to you. But you know what, Jimmy, I am asking you a question very, very seriously. We're apparently going to get a lot of cyclones here in the next... It is the ambience. It is the ambience, dear Jim. We're apparently going to get some cyclones here in the next few months. And I want to ask you about Katrina, because I understand that you have a very good understanding of Katrina. Now, I only say that because Fob keeps bringing it up that you have and you never answer him. And I was just wondering if you could tell me a few of the things that happened with Katrina which you might understand and which might help me to survive.
Okay. I can wrap Katrina up in just one sentence. You had a stupid fucking nigger down there when Noah and all the big boys with the satellites were telling them, you got a Cat 5 rolling in, get your people out, get them to safety. And he thought, like other, hurricanes that come running through the Gulf there, that it would miss Louisiana. And he was dead wrong. He's a stupid fucking nigger. And of course he blamed the governor, who was a white woman, and they blamed the president. FEMA can, listen, if people can't get in, if nobody can get in, how can FEMA get in? And if you got the cops, the police department, the lawlessness that was going on, and the police department personnel were taking part of it, then you have a bigger problem. And then you got guys running around fucking shooting each other. And, their house is flooded, but, they're breaking into a place and stealing plasma TVs and Nikes. You've got a fucking problem.
Now listen here, Spades, I follow that fairly closely, and I'm aware that basically the winds from the cyclone didn't do the major damage. By the time it hit the coastline, it was downgraded to a Category 2. But of course the rainfall that came with the hurricane, as you said, the hurricane caused the damage with the levees, which caused the flooding. Do you think that if you did the same as what the Dutch did and put your finger in the dike, it would have solved the problems?
Well, that's incorrect. It did not. It was a 5-4. It may have hit as a 3. It may have hit as a 3. But I mean, come on. I mean, you had Negan down there. Um, I mean, uh, they told him. Everybody told him, get your people out of there. And the only thing you saw was buses, hundreds of buses flooded in a parking lot. I mean, the incompetency just ran rampant down there, and then it went to chaos, and somebody came up with this fucking brilliant idea to put all these fucking niggers in a goddamn Superdome, where murders were committed, rapes were committed. It smelled like a fucking. If you ever have a ball game and went into one of those little porty pots, just take a piss. Uh, Multiply that by about 1,000.
Jim Spades. You know I love talking to you, and I ask you questions which are relevant. I don't ask you rubbish. I do ask you a few things, and yes, I do understand what you're saying about the stuff that happened there. But I'm really worried